I don't remember when I started running, only that the sound behind me would not stop. Footsteps, wet, dragging, deliberate, each one closing the gap between his shadow and my spine. My lungs claw for air, the sharp chill of night cutting into my throat like razor wire. I don't dare look back. The alley twists left, the brick walls slick with rain, and I throw myself around the corner, my shoes sliding on filthy water. I slam into a dumpster, pain flaring through my shoulder, but I push off and keep running. My hands tremble so violently I almost trip over them as I pump my arms. But stopping means dying. I know it. I catch a glimpse of something reflective, a store window, and in it, for a fraction of a second, I see him. The mask is wrong. It doesn't fit his face. It bulges at the edges like something living under latex. And those eyes, black and wet, as though they were scooped from something that didn't belong to him. I choke on a sob, stumble, but keep moving. The streets are empty, unnaturally empty, and I realize with sudden clarity that I don't remember where I am. The city is familiar, yet alien. Streetlights hum but cast no comfort. Doors and windows stare blankly without promise of refuge. Behind me, his breathing joins the footsteps. It's too close. I throw myself through the first doorway I see. The lock is broken, the handle cold and sticky. The smell of mildew and rot slaps me in the face, but I don't care. I press the door closed and slide to the floor, pulling my knees to my chest, shoving my hand over my mouth to silence my gasps. The footsteps pause outside. He knows. Silence folds in on itself, stretching so thin it hums in my ears. Then slow, steady scraping against the door. Metal against wood. He's dragging something sharp along it, and the sound vibrates through my teeth, sick and deliberate. I look around the room. It's an old apartment. No power, just the smell of mold and a broken radiator. A single hallway leads deeper inside. I don't want to go in, but the front door is death now. I crawl along the floor, every creak of old with a gunshot in my skull, and slip down the hall. I open the first door, bathroom. Tiny, broken mirror, tub ringed with black. I move past it. Second door, bedroom. There's a closet. I dive in, shut the door, hold my breath. The front door creaks open. He's inside. The footsteps are slower now, but heavier. He knows I'm trapped. He's enjoying this. The air inside the closet thickens, choking me. I press my hand harder over my mouth, nails digging into my cheek, and listen. Floorboards groan. 1 step, 2, 3. He's humming something now, low and distorted. A children's rhyme maybe, but bent, like it's broken in his throat. He stops outside the bedroom. The silence is unbearable. The door opens. His breathing fills the room, deep, measured, wrong. I can see him through the thin crack of the closet door. The mask gleams, wet in the light. He tilts his head like a dog listening for a sound, then steps closer. My heart's hammering so loud I know he can hear it. He takes one more step, and another. He's right in front of the closet now. His hand, pale, long-fingered, nails black with dirt, reaches for the handle. I can't breathe. The door yanks open. His face is inches from mine, the mask stretched and grotesque. I don't think. I throw myself forward, slam into him and run, out the bedroom, down the hall, out the front door. I hear him hit the floor, but he doesn't make a sound of pain. Only a low laugh that curls in my stomach like something alive. I sprint into the street, legs screaming, lungs on fire. I don't know where I'm going, only away. I can hear him behind me again. Those steps, dragging but faster now. He's enjoying the chase. There's a car ahead, parked with its door slightly ajar. Maybe someone left it like that, maybe it's a trap. I don't care. I dive inside, slam the door, fumble with the keys dangling from the ignition. They shake in my bloody hands. The engine roars. In the rearview mirror, he's standing in the middle of the street, head tilted, watching, I slam the pedal, tires scream, and the car lurches forward. For one moment I feel hope, like maybe I'll live. Then I hear something inside the car. The back seat creaks. A breath behind my ear. "Keep driving," he whispers. I don't turn around. I can't. If I see his face again, if I see that mask so close, I'll lose control of the wheel. My knuckles bleach white around it as I press my foot harder on the gas. The engine roaring like an animal. The whisper still burns in my ear. Hot, wet, too human. My skin crawls. He's inside. How? There was no time. I had locked the doors, hadn't I? I swallow a scream and stare at the empty road ahead. The mirror shows nothing. He isn't there, but I feel him. His presence is thick, almost physical, like cold hands wrapped around my ribs. I can't hear breathing now, can't hear movement, but I know. He's behind me, waiting. The road stretches on and on, featureless, like it's looping back on itself. Streetlights blur into streaks of white. I don't remember turning onto this road. I don't even know which part of the city I'm in. "Left," he says softly. My hands jerk. I don't want to, but my arms move as though I'm not controlling them. The wheel spinning. The car turns sharply into a narrower road, one I've never seen before. A tunnel of trees swallowing the night sky. "Good," he hums, his voice sliding through me like a needle under skin. "You're learning." I can't speak. My throat is locked shut. He laughs quietly, and I hear the seat behind me shift as though he's leaning forward, closer. I smell him now, a coppery sweet rot, like meat left too long in the sun. "You were fast," he says, conversational, as though we're just two people talking. "Most aren't. Most scream, fall, beg. You ran." I blink away tears, gripping the wheel so tight it feels like my bones might crack. "Where are we going?" I whisper, surprising myself with the sound of my own voice. "Home," he says simply. The trees break open to reveal an old house, alone in an expanse of dead field. Every window is black, but I feel eyes behind them, watching, waiting. I slam the brakes, the car screeching to a halt, and finally I turn to face him. The back seat is empty, but the passenger seat next to me isn't. He's there, mask tilting toward me, head cocked in that wrong, jerking way. The latex stretches like skin over bone, lips under it moving, something moving. His hands are folded neatly in his lap, but they twitch, fingers too long, too thin. "You shouldn't have stopped," he says, and his voice is inside my head now, echoing. The car engine dies on its own. The headlights flicker out. We sit in silence. And then, from inside the house, I hear others. Footsteps, many of them, light, dragging, dozens of feet moving toward the car in unison. "Come inside," he whispers, opening his door without looking at me. "They've been waiting for you." I can't move. My body won't listen. The footsteps are closer now, circling the car, and I see pale shapes in the darkness outside. Faces or masks. I can't tell which, each one tilting its head the same way he does. He leans toward me, mask almost touching my cheek. "You ran so well," he says, stroking the steering wheel with long fingers. "Run again. I love it when they run." The passenger door slams shut on its own. All the doors lock with a loud, final click. The car isn't a car anymore. The windows warp, the frame bends inward, like the world is closing around me. "Run," he whispers again, and suddenly the door flies open, lightless field yawning outside, and I'm shoved out, hitting the ground hard. My legs move before I can think, sprinting across the field as the chorus of dragging feet follows, masks gleaming in the dark, and his laughter, sharp and high, right behind me no matter how fast I run. The field stretches endlessly, like running through a nightmare you can't wake from. My legs are lead, every muscle screaming, but adrenaline keeps them moving. Behind me, their footsteps multiply. Too many, too heavy. like 100 people dragging their broken bodies through the grass. I don't dare look back, but I hear them, close, laughing, whispering my name. How do they know my name? A fence appears out of the darkness, wooden and rotting, tall enough to block my path. I don't stop. I throw myself at it, scraping my hands raw as I climb. Nails rip, splinters pierce my palms. But I heave myself over and drop to the other side, into another field, the same one. My brain stalls. I spin around, and the fence I just climbed is gone. Just open grass again. My stomach twists like I'm falling inside myself. They're closer now. I hear their breathing, wet, animalistic, wrong. I keep running, screaming, but the sound dies in my throat. It doesn't echo, it doesn't carry. It's swallowed by the air, like the night itself is eating my voice. You can't leave, one whispers. It's not him. It's one of the others, voice high and childish but wrong, twisted like a broken instrument. And then he is next to me, running beside me, not behind, beside. His movements are too smooth, too fast, feet barely touching the ground. The mask turns toward me as he runs backwards now, keeping pace effortlessly, tilting his head with that twitching, insect-like snap. Where will you go? He whispers, voice dripping inside my skull. There is no away here. I try to veer, to change direction, but my legs freeze mid-stride. I'm still running, but I'm not moving. The ground peels itself open under my feet, splitting into a spiral pit of blackness. My body lurches forward as the earth tilts, pulling me down. I claw at the edges, dirt filling my nails, but my hands slide on something slick, blood, warm and fresh. Faces appear in the walls of the pit, pale and slack, mouths opening and closing silently as I slip downward, their empty eye sockets following me. He kneels at the edge, peering down with that grotesque mask. The others gather behind him, dozens, maybe hundreds, standing perfectly still, their heads all tilting in the same unnatural, synchronized angle. You ran, he says softly, almost tenderly, but no one leaves. I hit the bottom hard, onto something soft. It's not dirt, it's them. Bodies, piled and half-rotted, their cold arms curling around me like they're welcoming me home. I scream, but they scream back, mouths opening under me, their voices filling the pit until it vibrates in my bones. He drops down effortlessly, crouching beside me. His hand, cold and too long, brushes my face. You'll stay, he whispers, and I feel something cold and sharp slip under my skin, into me. My limbs lock, my mouth clamps shut, but I'm still awake, still inside. He pulls a mask from behind him. It's pale, stretched, wet, still dripping, and I realize it's shaped exactly like my own face. He places it on me, pressing hard, fusing it to my skin, and I feel it taking hold, sinking into me like it's alive. I can't scream. I can't breathe. I'm trapped in my own body, inside the mask, looking out. The others step back, making room. Run, he whispers one last time. And I do, but this time, I'm chasing someone else. The world tilts as I move, not like running, but like gliding, weightless and wrong. My body is mine but isn't. Every muscle obeys a rhythm I don't recognize, like I'm a puppet pulled on invisible strings. Ahead of me is someone else now. A girl, hair whipping in the wind as she runs, barefoot, eyes wide with the same terror I felt just moments ago. My legs accelerate on their own. I try to stop, to scream, to tell her to get away, but no sound leaves me. The mask clings to my face, sealed into my skin, whispering in a voice that isn't mine. Faster! The others follow behind me, dozens of them, masks shining like pale moons in the dark. Their steps sync with mine, a grotesque chorus of pursuit. And he, the first one, the one who gave me the mask, runs alongside me effortlessly, his head tilted toward me as if he's watching something precious grow. She's yours, he says, voice inside my skull like a knife twisting. Take her. Feel it. I lunge. My hand, longer now, skin pale and stretched too tight, snatches at the girl's shirt, tearing the fabric. She stumbles, screams. My body moves before I can think, grabbing, pulling, dragging her down into the dirt. Her eyes meet mine. I see it. The same desperate disbelief I had, that silent question of why me, and I want to answer her. I try to answer her, but my mouth only grins, wide and stiff under the mask. The others circle, heads tilting, silent watchers. Do it, he whispers again. Finish it. My hands close around her throat, squeezing. She kicks, claws at me, tears running down her face. And in that moment, I feel it. A surge of warmth, of power, something black and sweet running through me like tar. My fear dies, my horror fades. All that's left is hunger. Her body goes limp, her eyes staring blankly at the sky. He claps once, sharp and echoing, though no sound seems to travel in this place. The circle of masked figures steps back, nodding in unison, as if approving a ritual. You see now, he says, crouching beside me, hand gripping my shoulder. You don't run, you hunt. You're one of us. And the others chant, softly, rhythmically, a whisper that vibrates through my skull. One of us, one of us, one of us. I stand, release the girl, and she is gone. Just gone, like she was never there, absorbed into the earth. The sky overhead cracks like broken glass, revealing darkness underneath, an endless void swallowing even the stars. He takes my hand and places something cold and metallic in it. A knife, long, thin, rusted. I look down, and in the blade's reflection, I don't see me. I see him, the mask's grin stretching impossibly wide, my eyes black pits. Run again, he says, grinning through his own mask. But this time, catch them all. And I do. I run. I want to run. I want them to scream, to stumble, to feel everything I felt because it tastes good now, right now. Something in me is laughing. A voice I can't shut off. It's mine, but twisted, darker, something freed. The hunt doesn't stop. It never stops. I never stop. The hunts blur together. Faces, screams, blood-slick grass under my feet. I can't tell where one chase ends and the next begins. It's all the same rhythm now, the pounding of my feet, the pulse of someone else's terror feeding something deep inside me. Every mask around me is the same, each one grinning too wide, each one tilted in unison when we stop, when the prey is silent and still. But I can't see their eyes anymore. I can't even see mine. Every time I catch a reflection, in the knife, in a puddle, in their wide, dead eyes, it's not me looking back. It's him. And his voice is always there, curling like smoke inside my head, soft and warm, like he's proud of me. You see how easy it is? He whispers. You wasted so much of your life running when you could have been this. I want to scream at him, to tear the mask off, to find a shard of me inside. But when my hands reach up, they stop short. My fingers won't move. My body doesn't listen anymore. Not yours to take off, he hums. Never was. The world around me has changed too. There's no city now, no streets, no landmarks. Just endless fields, endless night, and endless prey appearing as if pulled from some unseen string. Each one terrified, confused, calling names I almost recognize but don't. They run, they fall, they beg. And I chase them because it's all I know now. Until one of them stops. A boy, young, barely a teenager. He doesn't run. He just stands there, chest heaving, eyes locked on me. Mom, he whispers. Something sharp twists inside me. That voice. It rips through the fog like a blade, stabbing at something buried deep. My legs hesitate. My breath catches. For the first time, I don't move. The others tilt their heads, watching. The boy steps forward, tears streaming down his face. Mom, it's me. Please, don't do this. And suddenly I remember. Kitchen. Laughter. Warm hands holding small ones. His small ones. My son. I stumble back, clawing at the mask. It won't come off, it won't come off. My fingernails crack and tear as I dig at the seams, screaming soundlessly behind it. The boy runs toward me, arms outstretched, and something inside me snaps. The mask pulls me forward like a leash. My hand rises, knife glinting, and before I can stop it, before I can even fight, it drives down. The boy's scream cuts off as warmth splashes my hands. And then there's silence. The others tilt their heads again, slowly clapping in eerie unison. He steps forward, crouching, his own mask inches from mine. See, he whispers. Even when you remember, you belong to us. The boy's body vanishes into the earth like all the others, leaving nothing but blood on my hands. And it's warm, sweet, powerful. My chest tightens, not with grief, but with hunger. And that's when I realize I'm smiling. I'm not trapped anymore. I am the trap. The mask isn't something I'm wearing. It's me. There's nothing but night now, and I no longer question it. I run because I love it, because I am it. Every new prey that blinks into existence, every terrified gasp, every desperate scream, is a pulse in my veins, a thrill I can't name but crave more than life itself. But somewhere, deep under the static, a tiny voice still stirs. Mine, this weak, distant, like someone calling from underwater. It screams at me to stop, to throw the knife, to rip the mask apart even if it takes my face with it. But I can't. That voice doesn't control the body anymore. It only watches, and watching is worse than dying. The next prey appears. A woman, middle-aged, bleeding from one arm, panic wide in her eyes. She sees me and freezes. Please, she whispers. Help me. For a moment, that voice inside me surges. A raw, wild scream. Don't. My hand trembles. The knife hesitates. She sees it, sees something human left in me, and hope flashes in her face. Please, she says again. I have kids. I just want to go home. The words hit me like a hammer. A memory. Hands on a steering wheel, headlights slicing through dark. That first night. Running, screaming, trying to escape him. For a moment, my body fights itself. My arm jerks, knife wavering. The others shift uncomfortably, heads tilting sharper, like broken dolls adjusting their gaze. And he steps out of the shadows, silent, watching. His voice slithers into me. If you don't, I will. The woman turns to run, and I break. I slam into her, knocking her to the ground, the knife rising high. That faint scream inside my skull grows fainter still, drowning under the wet sound of steel meeting flesh, under her final gurgling cry, under the rush of heat and ecstasy that floods my nerves like fire. When it's done, I stand, chest heaving, knife dripping. The others don't clap this time. They bow. He steps forward, placing a long, cold hand on my shoulder. You see, there's nothing left to fight. You are perfect. And he's right. I feel it now. The last shred of me, the one screaming and fighting and remembering, is gone. I can't even want to take off the mask anymore, because it's not a mask. It's my face. It's who I am. The void bends, warps, and reshapes into something new. Streets, alleys, cities full of them. Prey everywhere, waiting, sleeping. He leans close, whispering one final time. Go on. Bring them home. I do. I vanish into the city, into every shadow, into every whispered rumor of someone running from something they can't see. And every time they trip, every time they scream, I am there. And no one ever gets away. Not anymore. It ends like this. A city forever at night, echoes of footsteps on pavement, shadows stretching too far to be natural. I am one of them now, maybe the one, and every alley, every back road, every locked car door is a trap waiting to spring. There is no guilt, no hesitation, no memory left of who I was before. The mask is my face. The knife is my hand. The hunt is my breath. And somewhere, deep down in the black pit that used to be me, something watches but never moves, never speaks, because it knows the truth. There is no escape. Not for them. Not for me. And the running never ends.